Microphone check, microphone check. I don't wanna hear any static on that bitch. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Fly on the Wall.
On the motherfucking wall.
On the motherfucking wall. It's on the walls everywhere. Actually, technically, y'all are on the wall. Y'all are the fly on the wall. Hell yeah. I mean, that's kind of like the whole point. I like to make people feel like you're a little stinky fly sitting on my wall watching us. Little stinkers.
A little horse fly.
Welcome back, y'all. We've been having a great time this season with the podcast. As you know, as you always know, that what we do here, we bring on guests that are sick, cool, and a vibe. The dude who I am bringing on today, he is my homie. He is good peoples. He is a vibe. He is eclectic. He'll take a 6-pack of beer and smack it in your face and drink that shit. And
so they say.
He also just dropped a fire-ass project. Great rapper, song maker. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop the fucking hype train and let him do it himself. We have Benny the Jet.
Woo woo. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate you having me here.
My dog. Damn right.
It's an honor.
Yeah, it's an honor to have you on, bro.
I feel
Hell
like
yeah.
I mean, you know, I dabble. Pete, you got straight epic artists on here, and I'm just a dabbler.
No,
so I am honored. I'm honored, good sir.
I'm honored too, but I don't like him not thinking that he's not an epic artist too. This dude is also
I'm working towards it. I'm working towards it.
I respect the humility. I will definitely feel you on that. But no, this dude's fire, man. For more flowers and roses your way. Fuck.
I'll take them, but I won't parade them.
How damn, that's a shirt right there, and it's like flowers walking down a parade or something. Nice. Actually, would be fucking sick.
Good visual.
Hell yeah.
Good visual.
I'm always thinking of some fucking goofy shit. But damn, bro, it's good to have you on here, man. I've been excited to have you come on and talk. I think really when I first started shooting the podcast, it was like me, you, and Kendall talking down here at one point when we were like having a session, and I remember we were all talking about like at one point getting everyone on.
Yeah.
And you know, I want to get Kendall on as well at some point. We had Brent.
Need that Kendall.
We need the Kendall interview. We had Brent earlier this season, and now we got
episode 2.
Hell yeah, that was one of my favorites. Yeah. And because we were building Legos and shit, we still got the Legos. I still got to finish the Lego set. Man. Hell yeah. But we got you today, Benny, and I'm really excited, man. Especially because you dropped some new music. Specifically Gundam before you released the Sandlot.
Yeah, it was one of the... I dropped a video for Gundam, which was like an animated video, which was made by Kendall. Speaking of, was made by Kendall with a little bit of additional editing from me. Like I did like the opening and ending, like, little transitions, and I edited all the lyrics and stuff.
Yeah,
but Kendall did all the footage. He found all the footage, edited,
cut up the visualizer and stuff. It was dope.
That's the boy. So I trusted him till I was like, hey, make a video. And he threw it together and did a great job of
second nature.
Capturing the vibes with like the footage he chose and like for what was being talked about on the song at that certain time. And I think that video turned out great, and I really love it.
I agree. I think it parallels the song really well, and I personally am a big Gundam Wing guy, so the song title already got me.
A buddy sent me a picture that Crocs are releasing a pair of Gundam Crocs.
Oh, crazy!
I'm this close to buying them. I'm this close.
That almost makes me this close to buying them. You know what I'm saying? Like. That's sick as fuck.
But yeah, that was the first. I dropped a video a week ago on Friday. And the project dropped yesterday, and the project's called The Sandlot.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's officially out on all platforms.
Go get that
live
shit
today.
Now. Certified. I mean, you've played the, I guess, demos and leaks before. We had like a little aux party earlier this year for my mixtape and shit, and everyone was kind of tossing the aux around, and you were demoing some of your stuff, and I've heard some of this shit before it released, but now hearing it as a whole, I really got to digest it.
Unit, yeah.
Hell yeah. I listened to it all the way through this morning, and bro, it's just I like when albums get the point and get the purpose, and yours had a point and a purpose. It feels like the cover art. It's like the sunset colors, and you're at an empty baseball fucking park or stadium with like your boys or something. You're smoking a blunt and shit, and that's the vibe that maybe it's just because the cover art paralleled so well. But anyway,
I thought so too. I thought the cover art was very very cohesive to how the album sounded sonically.
For sure.
That's why, because I made it and I was like sat on it for like a week, and I was like, should I keep coming up with ideas?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I was like, the more I looked at it, the more I was like, that's the cover art. I was like,
no, it hits.
It's the cover art.
It literally it fits. It's like iconic. I like when stuff kind of it burns a visual in your head. It's like every time I hear this, every time I hear Smoke Enough, or every time I hear Celebrate, or every time I hear any of the songs off the album, I'm gonna see the cover art in my fucking head.
Yeah,
which is, I love shit like that.
I appreciate you saying that it sounds, like you said, like a cohesive, like,
Very
it
cohesive.
Sounds like the vision was
It's a world.
captured. When my thing was, there's a few like Sandlot quotes in there.
Yeah, I peeped that.
And
that
there's also a couple songs that I also have that didn't make it on the project.
Yep.
So I was I tried to throw in a bunch of Sandlot quotes to like illustrate the idea I had.
Yeah.
And a bunch of them didn't make to the final cut.
Right.
So it's very happy for me to hear, not just you, because I've heard it from multiple people that they're like, it sounds very cohesive.
It
like,
does.
Everything
It
was
really
thought
does.
out. And I think a lot of that just is the structure and the order of the song.
I agree. I like how it plays. They all play well next to each other.
But sonically, it sounds like how I wanted it to.
Yeah.
You know what I
oh
mean?
yeah, it's got a world,
and it worked out nicely. I'm happy.
It's Benny the Jets world, and we're just fucking living in it.
Yeah.
Realistically, I feel like that when I listen to that project. I love a good world building album or something that makes me feel like I enter a different universe when I'm listening to that shit. And for that whole hour, 45 minutes, 30 minutes, however long your project is, or whoever's project.
28. Mine is 28 minutes.
28 minutes.
Shy of a half hour.
That's even better. For the whole 28 minutes, or however long the album is, or whoever's album, like, you're in a different world for that time.
Yeah.
And I love that
Nice.
shit.
I appreciate that.
Hell yeah. For your album, bro, it's hard to pick one. What are your top 3 songs on there? Or give me 2. Give me your top 2.
I'll go 3.
Yeah, all right, even better. Give me the 3-piece.
Number 1, okay, these aren't in order, but I'm just going to say the 3 that I can think of.
For sure.
There's no order of which one I like the most.
Yeah.
Smoke Enough, probably, because it's
banger.
The only song that Mark Forty's on.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Good buddy of mine, been making music with him for quite a long time, but we didn't manage to get him on any other songs that like made the cut.
Right.
So, but also it's just that vibe. Just it's a great smoking song in my opinion.
I love
which other people have also told me too, without saying that myself.
I always love the guitar sample on there, and then Brent's hook is fucking wonderful.
Always good.
And the drum rhythm on there is it's bouncy.
Yeah.
I love when you get a good smoking record that like you can party to.
You're not just like slumped in the couch.
Yeah,
smoking.
no, you're riding to that.
You're more
shit.
like, what are we getting into tonight? Smoking.
Yeah. This is the first blunt, not the last blunt.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, wait. That's the first one, right?
First
Smoke
one.
Enough? Okay. Yeah, my bad. What you got next?
Number 2, I'll have to say Peace of Mind for sure, because that is definitely one of my favorites.
That's the last one on the song,
that is the
on
last
the album?
one.
Yeah. That one's fire.
And I'll mention something later about
sir.
that one when I talk about like the cohesiveness. But
for sure.
That one is just kind of. I remember when I recorded that, I was like, I felt like I like to feel what I'm saying when I'm writing music / recording.
Yeah, exactly.
But that one, like, I was really
Connect.
in like the mood that I'm rapping about. Like, it's really about like, you know, peace of mind. I think the first line is, I've been searching for some peace of mind, you know, and it just
just capturing that. That's what the whole album feels like.
The like verse, hook, verse, hook. Like it was a little different structure than what we were doing with all the rest of the songs.
Oh yeah,
so that one just turned out very well in my opinion.
Yeah, I do love the song structure on that, and I love the production choices too. A lot of the shit, I feel like production choice is what gives albums the world that you live in.
Yeah.
And you know, you kind of crafted it really well, picking the beats that you chose.
Yeah.
So.
A good amount of, before I go into the third one, a good amount of the beats that I chose. There's one producer who did Smoke Enough.
For sure.
Then the rest of the albums, two of the songs were by a guy named Clout Goblin.
Yeah.
Beats. Yep. Then the rest were by a guy named Origami.
Dope.
And
that's the guy who did Gundam, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dope.
Well, and then a guy named 92. So I went to high school in 92, and he's been like just throwing me beats randomly.
Hell yeah.
A hot minute now, and so I've been sitting on them, and a lot of those songs that we did for this project, like, we're just sitting, and then the right moment came and we recorded them, and then Origami. I mean, I met this dude. I found him through YouTube, and then I've like connected with him.
Yeah.
Since then, but his sound is kind of a big cultivator of the vibe that I've created.
Dope. Yeah.
Because his beats are very anime, very like uplifting kind of vibe.
I like that.
That's just like that ingrained in my DNA, you know.
I like that you used anime as a descriptor for that, because I know the parallel
baby.
there.
That's me.
Yes, sir.
So number 3 would probably be. I'd have to say. Okay, I'm gonna half it. Because I can't choose between these two.
It's all right.
But it's Gundam.
Yeah, I love Gundam.
Or Sleeping Samurai.
Sleeping Samurai is fire too. Yeah,
because both those songs are just really they're both awesome. I love every song on the project.
You snap. I rightfully so. They're all fire, bro. Sleeping Samurai, you snapped off on. It's the flow that you picked too.
Yeah,
it's very catchy.
I was very in that song particularly. I was very much thinking about like Naruto and Samurai Champloo. Have you ever seen that?
Oh,
show?
that's like the one with like the hip hop theme.
Yeah.
My buddy Mike put me on.
It's Jay Dilla.
Oh, it's Nujabez or whatever.
No, it's not Jay Dilla. It's
I think the main
and a guy named Fat John.
Yeah, I know the main was Nujabez or Nujabez or
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Hip hop legend.
Very influential in the early days of lo-fi.
There would be no lo-fi hip hop without him. Genuinely,
some would say. You
know, I mean, there's still a lot of lo-fi out there, but he's the forefather. Like, there's a Mount Rushmore. It's like Jay Dilla, him.
Yeah.
You know, fucking. You could probably throw Madlib in that bitch.
Oh, definitely.
I wouldn't say Alchemist is full lo-fi. He's such an expansive producer now.
He's got a wide range.
But he does. He
can hit those marks though.
Yeah, he can definitely hit them. But anyway, so Gundam. Sleeping Samurai.
Yeah.
Those are the last two.
I'll have to put those even. It's hard to choose because
That's valid. It's your work, bro. You gotta love it, man.
All these songs, so it's telling me to choose 3 is like you're holding a blade to my neck. I don't know.
I feel you, bro. Good thing I didn't say pick one. That would have been a fucking nightmare.
Jesus. Maybe easier. You know, some people say when you have more choices, the choices become harder.
That's a good point. Then you got options. You have less options when it goes for one.
If you gave me one, I would have chose. We would be on the next segment.
Yeah, damn right. No, this is good. This is what I want to talk about.
I know.
But yeah, y'all go out. Make sure you go and get the Sandlot ASAP. Benny the Jet. It's
Sandlot.
a great 28 minute listen. You get if you smoke a little something. Post up,
Drink.
have a little drink with it.
A little drink.
It's some
pop some Molly.
Yeah, go
whatever you do.
Go whatever.
Take some shrooms. Pop some L.
Whatever tickles you, tickle back.
Or don't listen. It'll be fine.
And no, that'll not be fine.
It'll be there.
Y'all need to listen.
It'll be there forever. If you want to listen in a year, check it out.
When the time calls, nature will answer. But damn, bro. I feel like I always feel like I'm pushing my camera's limits. Before it gets overcooked here a little bit, I think we should take a little intermission.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
We'll kick it, and we'll be right back, y'all. Don't change the motherfucking channel.
One more time. I just need that last line, bro. It was so close. I got the vibe though. Vibing.
Alright, got me mixing pepper.
Take a look, watch me climb out the gutter. Hard to see the light when I'm always closing the shutters. Do it for myself, I do it all for my brothers. Making all this music, hope we multiply in dozens. Gather all the courage I could summon. Don't test your luck, you don't wanna push my buttons. Why you tripping all of a sudden? Don't you worry, I'ma make it out the dungeon. I'ma take off in that Gundam. I've been sick and tired of all
What's
this
good,
running.
y'all? We are back. We are back. We are back. Welcome back. See, I'm hearing that, that with Mace.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Yeah, I need to throw that in here at some point. Dude. Copyrights pending on that shit. Damn, bro. That was a great first half. We got to break down some of your favorite songs on the album. Just kind of really talk about your new project, The Sandlot, out now.
The Sandlot,
everywhere.
on all platforms.
Yes, sir. I'm sure during the intermission we played a snippet of it. I don't know which song we've picked yet.
We'll figure it out.
When you hear it, you'll hear it. With that being said, y'all, I'm excited to have my boy Benny here with you. And kind of, give his album another platform to be heard on.
Thank you.
I did want to ask you, too, before we hit into the overrated, underrated, since, you recently dropped this project. Yes. What were your inspirations behind The Sandlot? What kind of drove you with that one?
So the first thing is that, obviously, my name is Benny the Jet. In the movie,
I peeped that.
The movie, his name is Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
Yep.
My name is Benny the Jet Rogers.
Yeah.
So I was like,
that's dope. It
works.
It pans well. Yeah.
And I'm also, so a big thing about, I just love the movie The Sandlot. I've always loved the movie.
Oh, it's a classic.
A lot of people love it for baseball though.
That's valid though. It is like a baseball movie.
I love it because of
it's just like the whimsical, fucking nature with your friends kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Your childhood and going through, your childhood with your friends and just having fun and those bonds that you built. So the project, baseball is a metaphor for music.
That's dope.
And so we are just playing in the Sandlot. We're not.
Yeah.
There's no structure.
Yeah, it's just you're just playing.
We're just
playing
having
ball
we're
with
just
your
having
friends.
fun playing ball.
That's sick.
And I took two quotes from the movie and I kind of meshed them together to kind of be the descriptor for the album.
Hell yeah.
I'll read it, and it's it's part of the movie, and it was I found out that they never kept score. They never chose sides. They never even really stopped playing the game. It just went on forever.
Damn, that's beautiful.
When one of the guys would move away, we never replaced him on the team with anyone else. We just kept the game going like he was still there.
Damn.
So that's I've been making music, especially with Kendall and Brent, for a while.
Hell yeah, the boys.
Maybe not the excess amount of songs that we've been on together, but we've been around in the same space making music.
Right. Yeah.
But we're still doing that. You know
Damn
what
right.
I mean? And
the game's still going.
A lot of the people that we made music with, 8 years ago, something. Like, you know, a lot of them we don't really kick it with as much.
Yeah.
Some of them don't make music.
Right.
But it's like, for us, at least in my mind, not much has changed.
Yeah,
like,
damn right.
We're
That's
still
good.
doing the same thing.
You're holding on to the shit you love, man.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's kind of the idea for the project. You know, we're just out still in the same field.
hell yeah.
Still playing the same game, still having fun.
Cranking homers and
Yeah, because it's like, this is my album,
yeah.
but it's also
You got some posse cuts on that bitch. Yeah.
they're all posse cuts.
Yeah,
for
that's
real.
why that's why I love it though.
Except
It's
for
a homie.
the first one. The first one's just me.
Yeah, calm.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then the interlude middle track is my buddy Chris. He's a poet.
Those
so,
are spoken word stuff.
Yeah,
That shit was dope.
He did a poem he did a bunch of poems. So he came over, recorded a bunch of poems.
Yeah.
So then I was at a later date, I was like just messing around, and I threw like an old throwaway beat from years, just tucked it behind that one specific poem.
Yeah.
And it just hit.
That's fire.
It just like the certain elevated parts of the beat, like were at the perfect moments with what he was saying.
Damn right.
And it just turned out fucking awesome. So
Yeah.
I was like, this has to be like on the project.
Damn
You know what
right.
I mean?
I feel like that track helped with the flow of the project. Gives you like I like when there's a good little like interlude or something that gives you a break to like marinate on what was just said, and now you're ready for the second half kind of thing. But
So a lot of people keep saying that it was real good on the cohesiveness,
yes, for sure.
which I'd like to agree.
Valid.
So if you listen to the first song called Calm, it's the first line of that song I say is wake up in the morning and I'm feeling kind of lost.
Yeah.
So you go through the album, the first half is kind of like, you know, kind of down. Like, at least that first song is kind of like, you're a little down, but you're like, you're going to get through it.
Hell
and
yeah.
Then, you know, we go to the two smoking songs, and then like, we're like, Koi Fish, which this is the words of Chris actually when he heard it. He said Koi Fish was kind of lit.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, that's the party song. And then Sleeping Samurai, in his words, is kind of like the next day after that lit night.
Yeah.
And then the poem, which is the transition. And then the last four songs are more of an uplifting.
Yeah, uplifting closure.
And then when you get to track 9, Celebrate, if you listen to the first words I say on that song, it's woke up today and told myself it's time to celebrate.
Yeah.
So the contrast from the beginning of the album is, you know, you're lost.
Right.
But now we're like 180 and now we're celebrating.
Damn right. Yeah.
And then the final
That's
song,
sick.
Peace of Mind, is like to wrap it up. Like the
it's
credits are
the
credits
roll
are,
credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Credits are rolling.
I love a good roll credits outro.
Feel good. There's more to the story afterwards.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's not over yet.
Yeah.
But this is the closure of this chapter.
Yeah, exactly. And,
hell yeah. That's dope.
That's what I portray the album in my mind.
Now-
and so I know everyone won't.
Yeah, they'll
listen to-
digest it differently.
Yeah,
and
everyone digests
such.
everything
Yeah.
differently, but
Yep.
that I'm just conveying how I feel about the album.
That's tap in with the dude, bro. He just laid it all out there for you. There couldn't be a better analytical take on his album than his own take on his fucking album.
True.
So listen to it, vibe with it, pick your favorite songs. I love Smoke Enough personally. That's like probably one of my favorites. And I do also love Sleeping Samurai. Gundam's a vibe. Peace of Mind's dope. Celebrate's sick. It's a lot of good shit, man. Don't sleep on Benny the Jet. With that being said, I'd like to
sleep.
hop into
Unless you're a samurai, then it's allowed.
Then you can be a sleeping samurai. The next part here is my favorite part, the overrated, underrated series. We know how this goes if y'all watch the podcast. You pull something out, call it overrated, underrated, perfectly rated, and we yap about it for a minute. So,
all right, let's go.
we have Benny
Do a
the
little
Jet, ladies and
jostling,
gentlemen.
Do a little jostling.
Oh, shit.
I guess
That's gotta
the
be
one.
it.
I guess
That's gotta
the
be
one.
it. What is it? What we got?
Toasted ravioli.
Ooh, shit.
A lot of people would say toasted ravioli is overrated.
Ooh.
But I think toasted ravioli is perfectly rated.
Valid. Hell yeah.
I used to work
I
at
love some
Emos for
T-Ravs.
4 years, and I would, before I would get off the shift, I went through a phase where I would
Fry up some T-Ravs.
fry up like 30 of them,
Woo!
throw them in a box, douse them with Parmesan,
Yeah,
take
that
them home,
sounds
and I would
heat.
just
Bash them
bash.
bitches. That sounds so
I
good
love
right
toasted
now.
ravioli. So, and then if you go to like the Hill,
Oh, you
it
get
gets even better.
Yeah.
It gets even better. Emo's toasted ravioli is like
It's a good
baseline,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. But the real deal Italian joints, they
Yeah.
got like
it's like Louisa. I think that's like those brands.
Yeah,
of
it's the
raviolis.
brand. Yeah,
You get
those are-
that same brand is at every restaurant.
yeah, exactly. They just fry them. That's
Yeah,
the only
exactly.
difference. We throw them in a toaster oven or some shit. They deep fry them bitches.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm gonna speak on some T-Ravs because those are one of my favorite things that St. Louis stands on. Because we stand on that shit over
Fantastic.
here. Our favorite
Perfectly rated.
Our favorite meat Pop-Tart.
Yep.
Bro, one of my
Pop-Tart.
that's really what it is. My
funny.
family it's a restaurant on the hill that we
mini
would
Hot
go
Pocket.
to. It is a mini Hot Pocket,
Yeah,
essentially.
sorry.
No, you're good. We would go to this. My family would go to this restaurant on the hill. We still kind of do. It's called Canetto's.
Okay.
And
I've
personally,
never been
they have my favorite T-Ravs in St. Louis. Like
The Hill, I told you.
yeah, it's fire, and they also have a bomb chicken parm too.
Oh, yeah.
And some good spumoni.
But
I'm
bet
just
their veal is also on point. I
that-
could just guess.
I'm sure it
I'm
hits.
just guessing.
I'm sure it hits. I just get the same thing every time. But speaking on T-Ravs, those are some of my favorites. We have that STL's Toasted. You heard of that place? It's like a toasted ravioli specialty place. They have fire. Buffalo chicken T-Ravs. Just a standard Italian one
I know
with
the
like
next
beef.
place I'm checking out.
And they have like dessert ones with like caramel apple. Like it's almost like an empanada,
Right.
an Italian empanada.
Right.
Yeah, toasted ravioli. I
Italians
agree.
right now are like, that is not how you do toasted ravioli.
What the fuck are you doing?
But also, they're also not making toasted ravioli.
No, that's definitely a
That's
Saint.
already blasphemy.
That's
in
a
the
Saint.
pasta world.
That's a St. Louis thing. But that's why we love what we got here. So
Hell
you say
yeah.
you
Unique.
say toasted raviolis are perfectly rated?
In the perspective of St. Louisans.
Yeah, but what's your take? Perfectly rated?
I agree. That's why I'm saying,
Yeah,
like,
hell yeah.
I think they're perfectly rated.
Valid.
Because of, our perspective on toasted ravioli. They're just fire.
No, they are. They're heat. Get you some marinara
Throw
on the
me
side.
a-
Like,
If I go somewhere, there's a big pan of toasted raviolis, I'm going in.
yeah,
I'm going in.
they'll be gone before you can say toasted
First
ravioli.
thing I'll touch. Easily.
Nah, I love T-Ravs, bro. They're heat. Great for anyone. If you want a little spinach artichoke one, I think they have one of those at fucking at STL's Toasted too. I don't know, but I'm probably speaking out of pocket.
Intrigued.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I
That
just
sounds
think
intriguing.
genuinely toasted ravioli could have anything inside of it. Pause. And it will complement the toasty, crummy bread flavor on the outside. But
yeah.
we're gonna stamp that. Benny the Jet says T-Ravs are perfectly rated. I agree. They might even be a little underrated. I don't know.
Be just like Brent and perfectly rate everything.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta keep it real.
IPAs.
Woo!
Overrated.
Overrated. Drop the bomb on them. Why are they overrated, bro?
I don't know, man. I'm just not an IPA guy.
I'm not either.
IPAs are good when you're like 3 in, but it don't. You
when
gotta
you're fucked up.
when
yeah.
you're like drinking, but like starting out with IPA. I don't.
It's just my
It's
least.
not for me, man. I'm
my
really
least
into
favorite-
sours right now.
Ooh, I can get
sours
down with a
lot.
good sour, like a raspberry sour kind of thing.
We're drinking
Like-
this right now.
Yeah, this is like a sour, right?
It's a blonde ale, but it's
Tastes kind of.
It's got like a.
It's got
hit-
that sourness to it.
I think
though,
that's
like,
the berries that are in it. Shout out Four Hands, by the way.
four hands to the rooftop, baby. You see it?
But yeah, I think they're overrated. I'm not a big
Valid.
fan.
I agree.
It's pretentious.
Pretentious that is
beer
what I think of when I think of
for
IPA.
people who want to think
like-
that they know what they're drinking and that they're better
Beer,
because they drink.
it's like a beer snob.
Yeah,
Those
exactly.
are I work at Joey B's, and those are the. I'm not trying to call out all my customers that come in.
He's calling you out.
I am calling you out. When you motherfuckers
Low
come in
key.
and you're like, what IPAs do you have? I'm like, red flag, beep. I know you're about to be the most annoying motherfucker on the
same
planet.
ones when you asked last week.
Yeah, literally. We only have 2 fucking IPAs anyway. Like, because nobody wants a fucking IPA. You know, I had a phase where I was drinking, like, I'd get a 6-pack of Space Dust or something, and
I
like,
don't like Space Dust.
And I mean,
Don't like it.
I had a phase. It was like when I was working at my old country club job, and that was just fucking what everyone was slamming whenever we go to house parties and stuff. And you know, I just don't like the bitterness. It's the heaviest beer too. When I drink that shit, I get bloat. That's already one reason I kind of like somewhat steer clear of beer sometimes.
If it's hot outside, you're drinking an IPA.
Oh, you're cooked.
You're like Will Ferrell with the milk and Anchorman.
So fucking true. That is so valid.
Wrong day for an IPA.
That is so real. Every day is the wrong day for an IPA. But yeah, I don't know. I agree. I just think they're bitter and they're heavy, and I think they're severely overrated. And
some are good, but most are overrated.
But I think there are IPAs that I will drink. Like if you're have them at a party or something, like I'll have one. Why not? But like if on the grand standard of what an IPA is, I think it's definitely overrated. I think a lot of people are like hyping it up too much. You gotta get an IPA when you're like, fuck that. Get whatever the fuck you want. First of all, if you want to drink a goddamn martini, I don't give a fuck. Like,
as long as it's not natty.
Ooh,
then I disapprove.
I cannot do natty. Natty Light was like Natty Light was like high school for me because it was like my parents. My parents would drink that shit, so we just steal it and go to parties with it.
I'll see a dude in his like 50s drinking natty, and I'm like, you realize that you could drink so many other better things.
Yeah,
natty.
and natty's
it's
just
2024. You could drink a seltzer.
It's just water.
It'll taste better. And have more flavor, and still even get you less fucked up.
All Natty Light does for me is make me have to pee a lot. So,
no, thank you.
Yeah, I'll pass.
All right, the next one, Sonic the Hedgehog, the video game series
specifically. Because I love Sonic, but let's talk the video game series. What do you think?
The character, I love Sonic. He's such
he's a gangster.
He's a funny character.
Yeah,
I think on Steam, on PC, the game platform.
Oh yeah,
my profile picture is a picture of Sonic. Like,
hell yeah!
But the game, I want to say perfectly rated.
Valid.
A lot of people,
I love that take.
A lot of people really love Sonic. And,
oh man,
in Sonic's heyday, he brought Sega.
Oh, he was Sega.
He was Sega.
Yeah.
And he became the edgier icon over
like a Mario or some
that
shit.
Was
Sega. No, that's real. He was like the DC to Nintendo's Marvel.
Yeah,
in a way.
He was literally Sega's answer to Mario.
Yeah, he was.
And in all the ads from back in the day, Sonic was like making fun of Nintendo.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So
it was the competition too.
I'd say perfectly rated because there's a reason why there's like Sonic was stamped in history.
Oh, legend.
He did his dues.
And
those games are fire.
Sonic Adventures 2, is that the one I'm thinking of where it's like him and fucking Shadow on the cover? What one? It was one of the games. It was a Sonic game for GameCube. I think it was when I first got introduced to like Super Sonic, where he could go like Super Saiyan.
Yeah,
like that was the first, and I was like, oh, the lore for this just got so expansive.
Dude, right.
Like, and I just love all the characters. Sonic, everyone loves Knuckles. If you don't love Knuckles,
they're actually releasing.
Yeah, I saw a mini series on Amazon Prime.
Oh,
or something.
they are releasing that too.
Yeah,
but they're also releasing a new Sonic game soon.
Ooh, I need it.
Might be a Sonic adventure game. But
if it's a Sonic, take my fucking money.
I'm pretty sure Shadow is the main character.
I don't care. Whatever way I can get another Sonic adventure game,
a lot of people are really excited.
I
might dabble, but like Sonic games are cool, but I've played a lot of them.
I mean, you kind of get the same thing every time with it.
In my current gaming phase of my age,
it's not rocking with what you're gaming.
It doesn't gravitate to me, but if a cool one comes out, I will check it out.
I would if it is a Sonic, specifically like Sonic Event, would it be 3, I guess? Or is there,
don't quote me on that, but I think that's
if it is that is my favorite Sonic game of all time, so I would literally buy that in a heartbeat. But But I'm on the same level with you where it's like what I'm gaming and playing right now. Like I'm a big college football nerd, so the new college football game came out.
I don't play sports games because they're all just rinse and repeat. But y'all haven't had a college football game for years.
We haven't had it for 10 years, and it is not. It's not a Madden reskin. The everything's completely different, and that's why I think it's a treat.
I'm excited for football fans just because it's. I remember back in the day, college came out every year.
It was the best. I'm a bigger college football fan than an NFL fan, so and I love Georgia. I'm a fucking diehard Georgia fan, and now they're the best team in the fucking game. So, and I'm not playing with them. All you scrubs out there thinking I'm playing with the best team. I pick a shitty team and build them up.
One thing I remember from those college games is if you did the career, you started from high school.
They don't do that in the new one, though. It sucks.
That shit was crazy.
I know.
Because you would pick your high school in the state.
And you'd have to play through the playoffs.
And they would generate the other schools in your...
In Texas or Missouri or wherever.
So like
it was sick.
I did it, and I went to Parkway North, but then it had like other schools from St. Louis
in there.
I was like, what?
No, it was sick. I did love that.
Crazy.
That's one thing that. But
you guys suffered an L by not including that.
They did need to keep that in the new game, but I'm more of I like doing the dynasty mode where you are a coach and you can take like a shitty team and build them up into a good team. I just did a season with Arkansas State, and now they're fucking in the SEC cooking. And anyway, for me, that's where I'm at gaming. So I guess like what I'm kind of like
Big
agreeing
Coach
with what
Buddha.
you're saying. Hell, bro. If you need me at your program, I'm just a call. I'm just a call away. I will change your defense. We'll run a 3-4. I'll fuck it up. Anyway.
And then he'll also help with the team theme song for when they come out.
I got records too. We gonna bang that shit out, my boy. But pause. But with that being said, Sonic the Hedgehog, the video game series, is perfectly rated.
Perfect.
My boy, this is what I'm talking about. Now I gotta play that shit.
I'm gonna go.
I mean,
I'm gonna go home later. I'm like, do I have any Sonic games I can play? Right now?
Hold on, I'm gonna grab something real quick. This big thing.
Ooh, nice.
Y'all can probably kind of see it right here. This is
an actual Sega?
Portable Sega.
Oh, nice. It is one of those that
the
hook
handheld
up
joints, bro.
and then has all the games preloaded.
No, it's not. It's just old, bro.
Oh.
It's like fucking. Sorry, I was thinking of it.
You're good.
It's like
shit.
And I got the old Sonic Triple Trouble. I used to play this shit all the time, bro. Anyway.
I haven't seen one of those.
Had to pull that out the cut.
That's rare. I'm a console video game collector.
Valid.
So, I mean, I for sure have a Sega, maybe two, but
Sega's
I haven't
classic.
even seen one of those before. So thank you for blessing me twice in one day.
Shout out my brother for that one. That was his. So I think I got the hand me down on that, and I got so many games on there, bro. It's so much fun.
Hell yeah.
Like, and it's just a portable Sega. Like,
that's sick.
honestly, next time I go on a trip, instead of bringing my Switch, I'm probably gonna bring that.
Nice.
Like, you know,
same thing.
Yeah, it's literally the same thing. Except for
people
classics.
probably trip. They'd be like, "What is that?"
Yeah, they'd be like, "Bro, what kind of like knockoff Steam Deck is that?"
I've never seen that.
Yeah, no, it's sick. Very throwback. I think that came out in like the early '90s.
Kind
or some
of
shit.
ahead of its time.
No,
honestly,
it really was.
Because the Switch,
I think,
ushered in a new era of handheld gaming.
Yeah, you can take your shit anywhere with you.
And then with the Steam Deck, and then I'm pretty sure PlayStation
and
Xbox are both working on handheld.
Yep.
So
it's a wrap.
Ahead of its time.
The PSP was a classic.
Oh yeah,
I loved the PSP.
Also ahead of its time, which was way ahead of the Sega's time, but way behind the Switch.
It was, yeah,
but still excellent.
Hell yeah! Wait, did you pull a new one?
Yeah, I grabbed one.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
And I don't know who's leaking you topics, but rainy days.
Hell yeah!
It's like, I don't want to say perfectly rated, but
no, you
like,
can't. Just say be honest.
I do. So now my brain's working. I have a love-hate relationship with rainy days because I used to skate.
Oh yeah, so if it rains, you can't skate.
I still have skateboarding in my DNA. It's been a few years,
Valid.
but Rainy days were always bad. They were not good.
No.
I couldn't wake up. I couldn't just leave my house
And go skate.
You know, pre-car days. I mean, still don't have a car, but
Right.
pre-car days.
Yeah.
Is like I would wake up at 11, hit the streets with the board,
Hell yeah.
go out. But if it was raining, you stuck inside.
Damn right.
Nowadays, though, I love rainy days.
That's, yeah.
Especially when
My favorite day.
when I started smoking, you would
You got a reason to stay in the house.
you open the garage door, pull out a lawn chair, just sit there while the rain falls, or front porch or back porch,
wherever your post up spot is.
and then you just chill while the rain is falling. Rain is peaceful.
Rain is so peaceful.
I think a lot of it, I'm not huge in astrology signs, but I'm a Pisces, and a Pisces is a fish.
Water sign stuff. I'm an Aquarius, so I get it.
Yeah, so I think a lot of that has to do with just the serenity and peace that
that
water
surrounds
and
that.
rainfall brings. And
See, I have like 3 reasons mainly why I love rainy days. One is it gives me a reason to shut off from the world extra.
Yup.
And I
don't need a reason for that, but yes.
I mean, it just, I don't need a reason for it either, but I do feel like it makes it more justified when I'm like, cool. I'm like, I have no reason to talk to anybody today. I have no reason to do anything.
It's going to rain from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm staying in.
I'm in. I'm in the crib. I'm about to play games all day. I'm getting stoned. I'm working on music down here. It's just it constitutes a free day for me. And number 2 reason, I agree. I love smoking in the rain. I have a metal roof over our little patio in the back.
Then you hear the titter-tatter of the rain.
You hear the pitter patter of it. I'll read my Rick Rubin book out there, get stoned as fuck, and it's just a vibe.
Yeah, that's a solid vibe.
Hell yeah. And then just fucking, bro, number 3, and I agree again, I just think it's peaceful, bro. Same when it snows. When it snows and rains, I feel like the world shuts off a little bit, and, I kind of like that shit. I hate the constant hustle and bustle that we live in, and I think it slows us down, and, and weirdly to me, music sounds better when it's raining. I don't know why.
Dude,
Sandlot
would be perfect to listen to on a rainy day.
Yes, the Sandlot would be
especially the second half of it. But
yeah, and this is right after you pull up and hit that Bleeze right on your front porch. You come back in, you bump that album, play some video games while you're jamming it. I always listen to you know who Faye Webster is?
No.
She's like this fucking indie kind of chick. But I'll listen to Mac DeMarco, Faye Webster, and Men I Trust on rainy days.
Nice.
And that stuff just kind of level, or another group, Tycho, Tycho. They're a electronic.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, they've been around for a minute. They make electronic ambient music. There's really no lyrics to a lot of their shit. It's awesome fucking vibe stuff. But I just think rainy days are superior to me. I know that's a hot take. I'm gonna call them underrated. I think that a lot, and I know because I think perfectly rated fits more because it's such a polarizing thing. You either love a rainy day or you hate one.
Right. Right.
And whenever things are polarizing, I think that's perfectly rated.
True.
So each side cancels each other out.
There's enough people on both sides for it to be perfect. I agree.
So
I love a rainy day.
Rainy days are perfectly rated for you?
Yes, sir. Perfectly rated.
Stamped, bitch. I hope it rains tomorrow.
It's supposed to. It's
Even
supposed
better.
to rain tonight.
Damn, that's even better.
But by the time you see this, it'll probably be sunny.
Yep, that's valid. Welcome to St. Louis.
And humid.
Welcome to St. Louis, bro. The swamp.
Oh, Sandlot, the movie.
Yeah. I mean, of course we had to do this, right?
Do I need to say anything? Perfectly rated.
Perfectly rated.
Perfectly rated.
Classic.
I don't really think many people dislike the Sandlot.
No, I don't know anyone who's going, I don't want to watch that.
Except for my girlfriend who won't let me watch it 5 times a week when I go to bed because I'm like...
It's your comfort movie.
Yeah, I mean, especially lately. There's been 2 comfort movies, The Sandlot and Grandma's Boy.
That's fire.
Because,
hell yeah.
Who wants to put a movie on they've never seen when they fall asleep?
No, then you're up watching it because you're like, oh, I got to see what happens next.
Yeah.
No, I always put on some Family Guy or some shit.
I tried to put The Sandlot on the night I dropped it. I was like, this is the mood. She was like, absolutely not.
No.
No, but it's because I did it already. Like,
yeah. She's like, she's burnt out on
it. She's like, no.
That's valid.
Way too
that's
much.
valid.
But yeah, The Sandlot is it's a fascinating movie, and it fascinates me how the movie takes place in the 50s. But it relates so heavily to how I grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Oh, yeah. It very much parallels. I mean, that movie's just a classic, man. When they have to jump over the fence to get the fucking, was it the ball, I guess? Yeah. I mean, that made, like, I don't know, that just made a lot of nostalgia for me. And I played baseball till, like, high school, and then I tried out for the team, and I didn't really like playing baseball, so after the first day of tryouts, I was like, I want to focus more on, like, playing, like, football, and I was doing fucking golf at the time, too, and shit. Nice. But baseball is so much fun, and that really resonates with my childhood. So that movie specifically, I mean, you know, we'd watch that with our baseball teams as kids and shit.
Yeah, I played like backyard baseball. I never played for a team or an organization or anything.
That's still playing baseball. I mean, that's
why it's like my baseball memories relate to the Sandlot.
Yeah, you know hell yeah.
Playing, even though I don't watch the Sandlot for baseball, but it's definitely,
it just reminds you of being with your boys.
Yeah,
that's
very
real.
Nostalgic.
I do love that movie, man. Actually, I kind of want to go. I'm starting to get into like a old throwback movie phase where I'm going to watch like some older shit. I've been spamming too many seasons of TV right now.
Like, I feel you.
Yeah, like I just finished The Bear.
Movies today
Boys,
are
like
really good. Like there's good movies today, but like
there are
the essence and vibe and the cinematography of
it was
older
just
movies.
It was just different. You had to try harder.
There's like a magic era from like the mid '90s to
like
mid 2000s. Where like it was just like literal magic.
Yeah, artful cinema.
Yeah, but the concepts were so simple.
Well, and they were fresh.
Yeah.
A lot of the shit now is beating a dead horse. It's fucking reboots and fucking 50 million biopics. Like, I want something fresh. And, you know, that's why whenever you get a very, like, unique movie these days, I eat that shit up. I loved I mean, I don't feel like it was too unique because it was a super sci-fi film, but I loved Dune 2.
I haven't seen either Dune yet. I'm behind.
They were
but I'm a big Star Wars guy, so I know I'm gonna like it.
You'll like it. If you're a Star Wars guy,
I'm probably gonna wait till the third one comes out.
So you can just kind of spam them all.
And then I'll just watch the trilogy.
The first one's good, but it only becomes better after you see the second one.
Right.
And the second one is a fucking masterpiece. Hold up.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things from Dune, but
yeah, Dune is I just think Timothée Chalamet does a really great job. So does fucking really I know everyone raved about Austin Butler as like the villain, Fade Rotha. It was so fucking cool. I don't know. I just feel like the movie. I like when movies make me leave reality.
Yeah, and I get it fully immersed. Then your girlfriend, wife is talking to you while you're watching it, and then you're like,
wait, we're here?
You say something?
Yeah, and then I'm like off a 40.
I'm locked. I'm tunnel vision in.
Fuck yeah! And usually if I'm at the theaters, I'm off like a 40 milligram edible, so I'm like fucking
super locked in. Especially if you're in like those
kickback seats.
Yeah, where it's like kind of closed in. Then you're really like. You're lost.
They do make it mad comfy at the theaters. The one thing
it's been a while for me.
Yeah, I only go if it's like a must-see movie for me. Like I'm gonna go see Deadpool Wolverine.
Nice.
I have to. I love the Deadpool movies. Hugh Jackman's a fucking king as Wolverine, and I'm a big X-Men guy. So if there's any X-Men leaks, I gotta see it. I got the Spider-Man wall, another favorite over there, but X-Men truly is probably my favorite comic book I grew up with. I'm a big fucking Gambit fan, bro, and like I don't know. I have like all these like I just have a boatload of fucking Gambit comics and like fucking I don't know, I was just a big fan of X-Men, bro. I ate that shit up. So the fact that they have Wolverine in this, I know they're doing a lot of like multiverse shit in the MCU, so I'm hoping that they bring in a lot of X-Men characters or something and start introducing that.
X-Men was owned by Fox. They had the rights to X-Men movies.
And
that's
now
the only reason why
it could never cross over.
And they also had Spider-Man. But that's the only reason why those movies never got to cross in.
No, yeah.
Otherwise, X-Men would have been.
They would have been in there
for.
Yeah, I mean, they're one of the most popular. Wolverine was a part of the big three from Marvel.
Yeah, because they started X-Men movies way before Marvel was like, should we do a cinematic universe?
Oh fuck, bro. Yeah. Those, and I know those are kind of campy and like considered shitty X-Men movies, like the early ones. The first one is one of my favorites, bro. Like, I just anything you get to have that introduced on screen for me is amazing. And I don't know if you watched.
Tell those people, say, don't let time blur your vision.
No, yeah, you got it. And
those movies were fantastic when they came out.
Halle Berry is Storm's Fire. James Marsden is fucking Cyclops. All that shit. It's just a nostalgia. And who is a better Professor X than fucking Patrick Stewart?
Oh, he was so good, they threw him in the Multiverse of Madness.
I mean, shit, he needs to just, I don't care if he's 100 years old, get him in fucking the new X-Men.
Hell yeah. I agree with that.
But, anyway.
So, the Sandlot.
right
Perfectly rated.
There.
You can't, it's not underrated. No, it can't be underrated. And it's not overrated. If you think it's overrated, then you need to go rewatch it and then change your opinion.
Stamped.
Because it's perfectly rated.
He's telling you that real shit. We got one more left.
Ooh.
What do we got in the bag?
Xbox.
Woo! Ooh,
Conflicting.
Here we go. Hot take.
I've been a big Xbox guy since 360.
Valid.
So I have an Xbox.
360 is a classic console right there.
I play console wise on my Xbox Series X.
Valid.
I don't know. There's whatever the argument is, PS5 or Series X.
Yeah.
I love my Series X, and like I play old games, and they look so fucking good.
Hell yeah.
The new system.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. I see the
big-ass
spider, bro. We got a spider from the Spider-Man wall.
Dude,
I swear. It's weird.
So yeah, I mean, it's hard now because Xbox is also kind of pivoting now in like a weird way where it seems like they're trying to go all digital, don't want physical release.
No, yeah.
They're going towards like a subscription.
It's all like Game Pass stuff, pretty much. Yeah.
And so like the future of Xbox is kind of iffy.
Yeah, I do. Man,
I still love Xbox. I love the brand. I love the companies they own now.
I grew up in a PlayStation family. My brother had a PS2.
That's what I was before. Till 360.
I never owned an Xbox, but my friends did, so I'd always play Halo, and Halo, specifically Halo 2. Bro, I have just some great tied-in memories with that shit. The Gears of War games. I just think Xbox, it's unfortunate that PS5 kind of strongholds them, or the PlayStation company kind of strongholds. Was it Microsoft, I guess, that owns Xbox?
Yeah.
They kind of stronghold them into a lot of shit. And, you got to have competition, man. Pepsi and Coke don't live without one another. And same with PlayStation and Xbox. That's why I hope there were, like, rumors going around that Xbox is going to get bought out by fucking Sony and stuff.
Just
and
the weird people
on
the internet.
I don't like that. I hope that doesn't happen.
I doubt that'll ever happen.
I mean, you never know, but I just, for the sake of that even being brought up, it kind of makes me sick for consoles.
Microsoft is continuously battling Apple for the most...
Oh yeah,
the biggest
the
company
big computer
in the world.
Brand, yeah.
Like the most. I don't know the right word for it.
No, but yeah, it's like the highest like revenue.
Yeah, like Microsoft and Apple are like neck and neck. For number one.
For sure.
So like I don't think Microsoft will ever exit out of the gaming industry.
No,
I just think they're trying to pivot. They're just trying to
find a unique way to go about it.
Pivot in what they believe is the future
the
of
next
gaming,
move.
which in every industry is looking towards going
all
digital.
Yeah.
Which is kind of stupid.
It is. It's
but
whack.
That is the future that we are scarily approaching.
He's not lying.
But when it comes to overrated, underrated for Xbox, see, that's a really hard one. Like, for me, I love Xbox, but I might have to say
Keep it real. It's not. Don't worry about what people are,
underrated.
Underrated. Valid.
But
I love it. I love it.
Only because there's so much hate towards Xbox in the modern day.
Yeah, there is. I think. Unfortunately, I think the modern era has deemed the Xbox underrated because of the kind of the weird internet bashing of it kind of thing. Like,
I would have to say that with that perspective, that it's deemed overrated. That's why I'm going underrated, because I think those people are wrong.
But that's where I'm devil's advocate to what they're saying. Like I feel like they all believe that, oh well, PlayStation's running the game, and to be fair, PlayStation is running the game right now. But
that's another debate.
I mean PC. If you want to go PC,
Master Race, they're killing everything.
PC's killing everything. But if you want to go console gaming, PlayStation is kind of like owning the run right now. But
single player games, but they don't really have any good multiplayer games. Like
the college football game is gonna fucking.
Is that just PlayStation though?
I guess it's not just PlayStation, but primarily, that's where it's kind of getting its.
But they don't have any like just PlayStation multiplayer games.
Guess that's valid. Yeah.
In modern gaming, a lot of gamers in today's
they want that
They're multiplayer.
Yeah, it's all multiplayer based.
Like, people who are just into video games play single player games. Casual people don't show up.
No, to play they want a group game.
Maybe Spider-Man, but they're not going to show up to play like The Witcher
or God of War,
Cyberpunk.
And those games are fun.
Fantastic, but casual gamers.
No, you're right. They'll play Smash Bros or like some group whatever gets a group of people in the room.
Yeah, which I mean,
that's dope. I'm not knocking it.
Switch is kind of beating everyone at that.
I love my Nintendo Switch. I wouldn't live without it, man.
But Microsoft has more. If I'm looking at the current landscape, they have more multiplayer games, which is what people want.
Yeah, that's valid.
What Sony does.
Yeah, they want to be able to have you get a group of friends to play some shit in a room and it's more fun that way.
But because of Xbox's trajectory towards the future, everyone hates them.
Yeah,
and so I think that's just
that forces kind of your hand to be like they're underrated.
They're underrated.
Yeah, we'll stamp that
in the current landscape. They're still underrated.
Xbox is underrated,
even though they're owned by one of the biggest companies in the world.
They're all at this point. Every console's a massive mega company.
Yeah.
But bro, that's dope. That was a great overrated underrated series.
Nice.
That's
That's it.
That is the head is empty, folks. Again, shout out Profield.
There's good questions. I don't know who's leaking you. You're like Nardwar.
I am like Nardwar.
Somehow they were all entirely accurate to my character.
I know your brand, bro. I do my homework on you, St. Louis motherfuckers. But bro, it's dope having you on. Another great episode.
I appreciate it. It was awesome.
Hell yeah. Per usual.
Always enjoy your commentary, and
damn right.
your perspective on music and everything else outside of that.
Hell yeah. I like to thank you, man. I like to really share that stuff and like to know that people value my opinion on things.
And once again, I'm honored for you to have me on the podcast.
Yes, sirski.
I'm happy to be here and talk about the album and just kick it.
Damn right. Yeah. Before we get off, you want to leave people with a message, man?
Yeah, man. Check out the album, The Sandlot, out on all platforms.
Tap in.
SoundCloud, Apple Music, Spotify, probably YouTube by the time you see this. Don't just check out my music. Check out the music of everyone who's on my album.
All of it.
Check out Buddha's music.
I'm here too.
Check out the music of everybody who gets on this podcast.
Yes, sir.
And
he's not lying.
We just want to... Me personally, I just want to have fun and make music, man. I don't want to be cool. I don't want to be tough. I don't want to be nobody I'm not.
He's just trying to be himself.
I'm just trying to have fun with friends and, create.
Yes, sir.
Just enjoy ourselves while we do it. And to me personally, I think that's the best product is just being genuine and just, spilling your feelings onto the song. And that's what the album is, and that's the music I make, the music Buddha makes, and
speak that truth, man.
I think, We make good music, and everyone should check it out.
It's great music. It's connectable and relatable, and I think what he gives to y'all is something that y'all need, man. And likewise with everyone else who's on the podcast.
I appreciate that.
Myself included. We are. It's a great community of artists, man, and I think what you're doing and contributing to that community is awesome, and I think everyone needs to tap the fuck in.
I'd like to expand and connect with other people.
He's here.
There's also dive into a little spiel, but you trials and tribulations through that part.
Valid.
Good, genuine people come connect, man.
Yeah, and I think there's enough good, genuine people in our St. Louis community to make that happen. There's there's always some Sour Patch Kids, but you gotta navigate and you gotta find the sweet side.
Sometimes you
man.
just gotta pause. Sometimes you gotta chase them Sour Patch Kid with some water till you find the finer treats.
Damn, we're getting too deep for you bitches.
Off the top.
Hell yeah. But with that being said, bro, loved having you on, man.
I appreciate it as always.
Go get the Sandlot now. We got more coming. There's always more coming. More music, more podcasts, more of us, more of St. Louis. Tap in, don't tap out.
Fly on the wall, baby.
Fly on the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, don't change the channel.